back for our second press conference for the North Dakota win, a 2-1 overtime win in overtime, I should say, for Notre Dame. We have on the days tonight, we have head coach Brad Berry, Ethan Frisch, Mark Sundin, and Connor Ford. Coach Berry, if you'd like to have any opening thoughts about the game.
Yeah, I thought it was a hard-fought game. I want to congratulate Notre Dame for moving on, and obviously disappointing for us the way the game ended to end our season here. But I just want to say I'm proud of these three guys in our group on what they accomplished this year, and one night doesn't define our group as a whole.
Ken Shaw from the Daily Gazette. What was the feeling like, waiting on the video review, and did you get a sense of relief that you dodged a bullet at that point?
Yeah, well, I think at the end of the day, you want to try to get the call right, and take as much time as you can, and they did, and they took a lot of time, and they finally felt they made the right call, and it gave us a new life. I thought we had a lot of energy going into the locker room and coming out, and it's one of those things where at the end of the day, you want to make sure that you get the right call, and they did.
Brad, at the end of the regulation, you guys get that power play. What did you see from Notre Dame's penalty kill? What did you guys want to do on the power play? They seem to have good numbers this year.
Yeah, they did, and we realized that they pressure a lot. They block shots. They pressure up high. They've had 7 shorthanded goals before tonight. They're very aggressive. And one of the things what we did coming back, we had a set face-off play. We got possession, and we really wanted to try to attack and make the most of the 26 seconds that was remaining on the power play. And they made a great play to get a puck past us. We had to take a penalty on it, and the resulting goal they scored was on their power play. So again, like I said, special teams are a big difference at this time of the year, and they made one more play than we did.
Connor, what made it tough to generate offense tonight?
They play a game similar to ours, a really hard defensive zone style. They make you earn it, and ultimately I think we did have chances. We earned chances. It wasn't easy, but there's a couple great A's that we created that we can't sit here and say that we didn't have an opportunity to win that game in third. So yeah, they play hard defensively, so do we. There was chances out there to score, and they scored one more than us.
Same for you, Ethan. Just what did you think made it tough to generate?
Yeah, I think it's something we pre-scouted, and we knew how they played. I think the toughest thing for us was their neutral zone, going 3 across, just getting zone entries. Once we figured that out, though, kind of like Connor said, I thought we had our chances. And we just couldn't generate it. There in the second period, we had a stretch where we were getting some good ozone time, especially up top by the D-men, doing some switches and stuff. Same thing in the third, and we had our chance, we just couldn't capitalize.
Your thoughts on going back into the locker room after overtime? The same thing last year in the regional. Did you guys do anything different, or what was the thoughts coming back into another one of these overtimes?
Yeah, honestly, the way it happened this year, obviously it's devastating right away. It's a feeling you can't prepare for. It's something you're not thinking of. But our coaches did an excellent job kind of keeping our head in it right after the call. We were quick enough to get a video review upstairs, and the guys we have looking at replays, they said, that's not going to count. Like, it was definitely after time ran out, the buzzer just didn't go. So that helped a lot. That was a little bit different this year. Last year we didn't really, we were kind of just hoping, really. This year we had a pretty good feeling that it was going to go our way, so that helped. But going to the locker room, we had the juice, we had the confidence, we were ready to go. We were ready to take the ice, and a couple of bounces their ways. They made great plays and didn't end in our favor.
Mark, just how would you sum up this season?
Just tremendously proud of all the guys in that locker room. We had a lot of new guys come in this year, and everyone bought in, bought into the culture, bought into what we had to do on a day-to-day basis, and I'm just super proud of every single guy in that locker room to what we accomplished. We got to share the Penrose, and everyone came into the rink every single day, ready to work, ready to learn every single day, and I'm just tremendously proud of them. I love every single one of them. They're tremendous guys, and just like kind of Bob said, one night doesn't define our season, and just super proud of how they came to work every single day and bought into the process.
And same for you, Connor, coming into this program for 1 year. What was this year like for you?
Obviously, it was a great opportunity for me to come play one of the best programs in college hockey and have an opportunity to be an impact guy and play big minutes every night. Ultimately, we overachieved as a group, and that's why this guy won an award for the best coach of the year. We put together a great year as a group. There was times where we didn't have a full lineup against top 10 teams, and we swept. Looking back, proud of our effort as a group. It's hard to look back and feel bad about anything or have any regrets. I got to live out a dream of playing in North Dakota. So last 12 months, I'm extremely grateful for.
And Brad, just same for you. When you look back at this season, just your initial thoughts. You guys have had a lot of key guys out of the lineup even tonight. I'm
getting a little emotional. I've been coaching a long time, and like I told you guys before, this is probably one of the tightest, closest teams I've ever been associated with. These guys came into work every single day, and when you bring in 14 new players, 9 freshmen, and 5 transfers, you never know how it's going to go, how tight this team is going to be, and how they're going to mesh, and how they're going to work together. That was never a problem. And it goes to these guys, the leadership in the locker room. These guys are an extension of us coaches, and at the end of the day, they did an outstanding job of putting this team together and making them committed to play for each other. There was not a selfish player on the team. There was not a guy that played for himself. He played for his teammates, and I'm just super proud of these guys. And like 2 of these guys up here are probably going to go away from our program next year and play hockey or get on with their life or whatever they're going to do, and they're going to be outstanding people in this world. They're going to be outstanding fathers, husbands, and I don't know, man, like at the end of the day, we all chase that green banner that we want to hang at the end of the year. That's one of our goals. We didn't get to check that box and hang that banner, but I'll tell you what, I am so proud of all 3 of these guys and everyone in that locker room for playing the North Dakota way and representing our hockey program at the highest level. So again, yes, we fell short of one of the last goals that we won, a national championship, but at the end of the day, these guys fulfilled everything and more from what we expected, and I'm proud of them, and I love every one of them.
Last one for me, Brad, just was it, I don't know if deflating's the right word, but you guys have a world-class talent like Jake this year, and now looking back on it, just he didn't really get to play a whole lot. How do you feel looking back at that?
I think there's nobody feels worse. Obviously we want him in our lineup and we miss him dearly, but at the end of the day, I don't think there's anybody that feels worse than Jake Sanderson. And with his injury that he sustained last game at home, probably very easily he could have jetted off to Ottawa right away and his pro career could have taken off. He made an effort to stay around our guys and be a part of our family here, and that says a lot about Jake Sanderson. And you know what, he's going to have a very successful and fruitful career ahead of him, but I'll tell you what, I think his impact that he left here in a short amount of time, we'll remember that, and we'll remember that elite player came into our program that wasn't about anything else but being part of North Dakota hockey.
Anything else? All right. Thank you, everyone.